Could it be one of the greatest guitarists from one of the biggest bands of all time? Everybody.
Right.
Rock on, everyone! Please welcome Joe Lycett and Brian May! I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. Good to see you both.
Welcome. Brian,
where am I? Here or here?
Yeah, you
just
wherever
there,
you want to sit, you make yourself comfortable.
I'm good.
As you seem to do when you opened up the Oscars the other month. Everybody opening up the Oscars.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us, how on earth did that compare to all your other amazing gigs over the years?
It's pretty unusual, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things you think, how did this happen, you know? Who would have thought it would happen? Yeah, I mean, the amazing thing was to come on and play to all those kind of people, like not normal people, but like Glenn Close and Christian Bale and Amy Adams, and they're all up on their feet. It was great. It was amazing.
Yeah,
and
you look very composed, though, Brian. I mean,
well,
like you were taking it in your stride.
Yeah, appearances can be deceptive. You know? It's pretty high stress,
Do you get
great.
nervous before these gigs?
Yeah, if it's a one-off.
Yeah.
I actually find talking harder than playing, I have to say, in terms of nerves. Yeah. Like this is a harder thing to do for me than just to pick up the guitar and play.
It's second nature to you, I suppose, though, isn't it, playing by now?
Yeah, there was stress there, though. You know, you could have made a major problem with that, you know. I'm being very careful with my language because it's live TV. Live TV, which we love.
Oh, you know what? We're going to look after you for an hour. We're going to have a right nice time.
Excellent.
Now, Joe Lycett, I have to say,
Hello.
I
what are you going to
enjoyed
say?
your Alanis Morissette.
I forgot that had happened because I was quite inebriated when that footage was filmed.
I mean,
so...
Jagged Little Pill is quite the album, isn't it? We do like
certainly
it.
is, yeah.
Do you do any Queen on karaoke?
No, my go-to karaoke... I do, sorry, I have done it. I did literally do it 2 weeks ago, did Bohemian Rhapsody, actually. I only ever do it when I'm...
That's a big one.
It is... What's that? I'll tell you about it later. My go-to is Eminem, Lose Yourself, because I know the last verse, but I don't know the first two. So the first two, I have to check the screen, so people think, oh, he doesn't really know what he's doing. But then on the third verse, I go off-screen, and people go, oh, my word, this guy is actually Eminem.
Made to be this guy. And Eminem presented the final of the Great British Sewing Bee last night, didn't he?
Yes, Eminem hosted the game. Yes, he did.
Did the right person win? Another final, another win?
I think so. It was... they were all amazing in that final, and they all deserved to win, and they all could have won. But in the end, yeah, it was absolutely the right winner.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Well,
I'm trying not to do a spoiler. Have you just shown it on that screen anyway? Have you revealed it?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Right, well done, Julia.
Well, as well as chatting to Brian and Joe tonight, please. See, now, Dr. Brian May. I mean, you've written a book, haven't you, on the moon? Did you know, though, that there was an Union Jack up there?
I didn't know that story, no. I didn't know that story.
Well, we're pleased that we've brought you something
bring
tonight.
something new to the man who knows everything.
But the
about
moon
space.
landings, though, you might, you know, you must remember that quite vividly.
Never forget it. It's one of those moments in your life. You're not old enough, probably. But I am easily old enough. And I was down in Cornwall with my mate Roger Taylor at his mum's house, watching a TV about that big. Yeah. And there it was, you know, one giant step for a man, one small step for a man, one giant leap for a man. Yeah. And I met Neil Armstrong many years later at Starmus and had breakfast with him way up the top of the caldera in La Palma.
Wow.
And he was the most delightful, modest, shy, spiritual man. I'll never forget the whole thing, yeah.
Sorry to bring you back down to earth with us lot, because that's a lot of fun.
Oh, very good, very good.
We have to talk about your new single, New Horizons, which you launched from the NASA Control Centre in Maryland, which is a different place to launch a single.
It's unusual, isn't it? Yeah.
Why
on
there?
New Year's Day, because they happen to be doing their flyby, actually, on New Year's Day, of Ultima Thule, which is the furthest away object that anyone has ever visited. It's 4 billion miles away.
Oh, wow.
And they guided this thing over 12 years. You can see the launch here. They guided it over 12 years to an accuracy of a couple of hundred miles away at 4 billion miles and got the most incredible pictures and data from it. So now we know a little bit about this amazing
Wow,
place.
and this was really significant to you, wasn't it? I mean, you felt it was worthy of a song because it's something that you've been waiting for a long time. You know, it was very exciting.
Yeah, I've been with the team. You know, I collaborate with the team, which is a great honour for me. And I was there when they did their flyby of Pluto, which was also a monumental thing. Nobody had any idea of what Pluto looked like until these guys flew by. And I felt like I was in the probe there looking at it, you know. Yeah. And I was able to make a 3D picture from that, because 3D is my passion.
Your thing.
We will get on to later.
So, and I love these guys. And actually, Alan Stern, who's the big boss man of this NASA mission, said, "Can you write us a song?" And I said, what is it about? He said, Ultima Thule. I said, what the hell rhymes with Ultima Thule? Thinking, I can't do this. And then I went away and I thought, no, New Horizons, which is the name of the mission, that's a very inspiring phrase. And I thought, what I'm doing is I'm writing this song not just about the mission, but about man's desire to learn and reach out and explore, which is in us all, I think.
It sounds epic. Let's hear a little clip of it, shall we?
Okay.
The revelations of New Horizons may help us to understand better how our solar system was formed.
Is that your vocals on that?
It is my voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So good.
So you can download it, but it's on vinyl as well, isn't it?
It is on vinyl. For Record Store Day, we've done a special limited edition of 4,000, which they'll only be able to sell in record stores, because we like to support the fact that people actually sell records in the old style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but vinyl is great as well, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing quite like putting a piece of vinyl on your turntable and hearing it the way, and smelling the vinyl.
Oh,
and getting
smell
the
it.
Yeah, it's got a whole vibe to it, you know. So vinyl's coming back big time.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Don't give it to Ben over there, though, because
No,
he
'cause
will
he'll smash
it right up.
Yeah, you can download this as well, though. I mean,
Yes.
excellent. And you can see the movie on YouTube, the whole thing.
Brilliant.
And now the movie, in a short time, will include what they actually saw, the final pictures of Ultima Thule.
All right.
Which no one expected. It's an incredible thing. It's like two things stuck together, a bilobate asteroid.
Yeah, that's it there, isn't it? I mean, to
Most
layman, that
incredible,
doesn't look... But that's very
Real, does it?
exciting,
Yeah.
isn't
It's
it?
incredible, isn't it? The pictures are so beautiful. Yeah.
How far away?
It's 4 billion miles.
4 billion miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. Brian, we're going to get into 3D later with you,
Everything
all about
is
your new
3D,
book.
yeah.
But we've been chatting, of course, about one of Brian's passions. And neither of you two are strangers to dressing up, are you? We know. Now then, you, Joe.
No, I don't, ever.
Halloween.
I love a frock.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Hillary Clinton. Look at this now, Brian. This is Joe at Halloween.
Oh, yes, there I am with Trump.
But not looking weird.
Which one is
No.
you?
Looking quite nice.
I love dressing.
Yeah.
I love wearing heels, particularly. I've learned how to wear heels really successfully. That I should mention, I did. It was on Halloween, and I did it ironically, and that was before Trump got in. And I didn't think Trump was going to get in, so it was sort of funnier at the time.
You're like Mystic
He
Meg.
was like, "Oh, this is all a laugh, isn't it?"
Didn't
And
mean to
then
pin the colours like that.
Yeah.
Brian, what about you? Because you and the I Want to Break Free video and also heels and curlers.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's me.
Did you need convincing to get into that outfit?
No, not for a second. It's great fun. It was the most fun we ever had making a video. It was hilarious. Yeah, we loved it. And everybody got the joke. In this country, not every country in the world got it.
No, no sense of humour, see.
No, but it was great. And I think you know, it was a milestone in our career, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Absolutely. It's what we do.
Yeah.
It's genuinely what we do.
Yeah.
But you, I mean, it's serious for you. You really want to make the change and have fun along the way while you do
the
it.
thing is that we had a laugh there, but actually scammers could use that technology to then take your data, to convince you of all sorts of things. And one of the first episode on Friday, our case study is a girl who was convinced that she was speaking to NatWest and convinced that she'd been frauded and they were trying to help her with it. And actually she was just speaking to scammers. And yeah, I took it on. I took them on in such a bizarre way. I tried to pretend that I was the CEO of NatWest RBS. He's a man called Ross McEwen.
Yeah, and how because of you know with I don't know Watchdog and all the rest of it, there's a big legal team on this that have to be across it. How do you, Joe Lycett, get away with it then?
I'm going to jail straight after this show, is basically what's happening. It is so litigious and you have to be really careful. But I think that's good. It's great that we've got all of that legal kind of groundwork because it means that we've done it properly and we've got the right results. So, yeah.
Yes.
You can still have fun along the way. What's this about the Wendy House?
Oh, yes. I took on, in one of the later episodes of the series, I took on a company that deals with renting out a room that might be spare. If you might be able to guess the company from what I've just said
that works
there.
out.
Nicely put, though.
Thank you. And to demonstrate that it's easy to put stuff on there, we put a little children's doll house on there, just listed a doll's house, and I sat in it waiting for the CEO to come and find me, who did eventually, and we had a bit of a chat.
Amazing.
You'll have to tune in to find out what happens there.
But because you are now this new consumer expert, we asked Brian any gripes. I mean, not many, Brian, you're not like that, do you? But you did have one about a certain biscuit company.
Yeah, I like griping about big things, but occasionally it's good to gripe about small things.
Yeah.
Totally, yes.
Yeah, it's the way they changed the packaging in the McVitie's digestive biscuits.
Oh,
You used to be able to stand it up.
Big deal.
Now it just goes all over the place, and once you've opened it, you can't close it, and it's a disaster. So I
It's a nightmare.
Well, Joe very kindly
I got
into
furious
Took it on.
on your
Yeah.
behalf.
God.
So I tweeted McVitie's and said they needed to follow me urgently so I could message them. And I sent them, basically, I sent them a tweet, a DM, in which I tried to get as many Queen songs in as possible. So I wrote, "Dear Mr. McVitie's, I'm writing on behalf of my friend Brian. We love your digestive biscuits. When we eat them, it's a kind of magic. But recently, the packaging has changed. It might seem silly that we're getting this cross about a wrapper, but we are. The champions of the packaging world balance creativity with practical design. And call me greedy, but I want it all. Brian's angry that I'm writing this email, but he don't stop me. Now, if you don't change the wrapper, I'll tie your mother down and force her to eat the crumbs from the end of the packet, laughing as we watch another one bite the dust. Yours, Joe Lycett." And then I didn't feel like I got enough in. Well, bless you. I didn't feel like I got enough in, so I put P.S. Bohemian Rhapsody Remastered 2011. And I got a reply from McVitie's literally about an hour ago. They said, "Hi, Joe." I sort of hate this. "Hi, Joe. When I saw this message, I knew I had to respond in a flash. I'm glad you and your friend feel so passionately about this, but yourself and Brian may want to consider that change can often be a positive thing. It's always nice when we find somebody to love our digestives, but now I'm here to tell you I want to break free from the conflict that exists between us. We hope that we can move past this. If not, there seems to be only one way to settle this: bicycle race, McVitie's." Are you happy with that as a reply?
I think he's stolen your act, hasn't he?
Totally have.
But he got into the spirit of it.
He did, yeah.
He did, to be
I imagine
fair.
there'll be a lot of biscuits coming your way now.
We'll do the fisticuffs later then. shall
Yes,
we?
oh, yes, lovely.
That's great.
Very
Thank you for that.
good.
Hey,
Very
happy
good.
to help.
So
Get in the
agreed.
tea.
Have you tried the new package? Oh,
I know what you mean. You can't do the whole... No, no.
You sort of
We
rip it and it goes
probably, the length of time I went to go into the emails, I think we should probably put it to rest right there.
OK, good idea.
But we're with you. We're with you, Brian. We're with you. And Joe Lycett's got your back starts Friday 8:30, Channel 4. Good
Yeah,
luck
it's
with
really funny. Watch it, please.
it. There you go.
Right, we're going to check in with Ben now because he's been creating a portrait of Brian just using broken and powdered old vinyl records. A few minutes to go, Ben. You said earlier on you were a bit stressed. How are you feeling now?
Oh, you want me to start now? Yeah, I'm nearly done. Nearly done, yeah.
Nearly done?
Doing good, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
you keep
Progress.
it up. You keep it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to talk about portraits, Brian, of a different kind, because your brilliant new book, Queen in 3D, is filled with... It's lovely because it's intimate portraits of yourself and the rest of the band that you took the majority of, didn't you, with the camera. Are we right in thinking it was your dad originally that really supported your love of photography?
Yeah, he did. He had a little darkroom which he made in our spare bedroom in our tiny little house in Feltham. And he taught me how to take the pictures in the first place and then develop the film in the tank and then print them out. And I watched the magical time when you have your red light on and you've got your paper and you've exposed it and you gradually see the picture coming out. It just looks like the most amazing... To me, it was the most exciting thing I'd ever seen. So, yeah, I was very turned on to photography. But I, strangely enough, turned him on to the stereoscopic side because he hadn't come across that.
Oh, right.
So the two of us actually did very well with that, you know, and so I had a great grounding. But the stereoscopy came from Weetabix for me.
Well, yeah, this is what we
You should talk
heard.
to Weetabix. Because in the old days, you used to get lovely toys and stuff when you opened your cereal packet. I don't
Yes.
think you do anymore. So we used to get a little plastic model of an aeroplane or something, and sometimes you get these little cards. Weetabix had little tiny stereo cards, and I thought, what on earth is this? I was about 11 years old. And you get two pictures which look the same. It's very flat, but they say, send away 1 and 6pence and a packet top for your viewer, which I did, and then you put the card in the viewer, and suddenly the magic happens. It's like you could walk through a frame, and there was this hippopotamus looking up at me, and it's like I could fall into his mouth. I was just completely overcome. You know,
Sounds dangerous, Brian.
Yeah, it is dangerous. That's the thing, it's dangerous. And I thought, well, if you can make stereoscopic pictures, 3D pictures that have this reality, why does anybody bother doing anything else? Why do we make flat pictures? So all my life I've been a kind of crusader for 3D, I suppose.
This book, then, it's been a lifetime ambition.
Yeah.
Get your hands on this.
Right, well,
we should probably give it a go, because you brought your equipment in as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard, obviously, to let people know at home, because obviously television's in 2D.
Yeah.
We have got a lovely picture of Freddie, though, which we've sort of tried to create the effect, just to give people an idea. So let's have a look at that picture. So there's two pictures always side by side, isn't there?
And anyone who can free view can probably see that in 3D already.
And then this is what
Just relax your
happens.
eyes. Yes, they come together.
I mean, you don't get the smoke moving, obviously.
Ooh, nice, though.
But nice.
They've done all right, haven't they?
Very good.
We don't want viewers at home doing the kind of magic eye, trying to zoom in, because if you get square eyes, it's not our
No.
fault.
So with the book, there's these lovely glasses at the back, and then you basically have to hold them directly, don't you, over the picture.
Depending on which edition you have, you get this little light owl, which you have. You have to be a bit closer than that, probably, to be in focus.
I can't, because I can't bend.
She can't.
I can't get to because of my belly. Oh, yeah.
Do it the easy way.
Oh, my goodness.
You've got a ramp now.
And oh, my goodness, this is what we like. We like the wow.
Yeah,
and
now,
This
see,
is
that is much
interactive
better.
telly on this side of the screen.
Yeah.
But tell
that's
us,
good.
You got the magic. It's not like looking at a flat picture at
No,
all.
it's
is it?
not
It's like
at
being
all.
there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
go through some of
have
the...
a go?
Yes,
go
please,
on, Joe.
do.
You have a go.
Go on, Joe.
While Joe has a look, Brian, if you talk us through some of these pictures, because the insight that you get into
I
Queen
can't bend, but that's
on
because I had a big
tour-
lunch.
This is one of your
Congratulations on your
favourites.
bump.
Oh, thank you,
This
Brian.
picture's one of your
Oh,
favourites,
yeah, we
isn't it,
like this.
Brian?
I do
Go
love
on.
that one.
So talk us through some of these pictures that we've picked out then, because they really are moments nobody's seen before.
Whoa!
Nobody's
It's 3D!
Yeah, see a little wow here. That was a wow.
Look at that!
Yeah, this one I love of Freddie because it's so natural. I guess everyone was so used to me having a 3D camera slung around my neck. It wasn't like having a paparazzi in the room. So he's very natural. He's, you know, you see his quiet side there. He was very shy, in fact, Freddie, and he's doing his makeup. He's getting some help with it. And I didn't know I had this picture. Oh, here's the other one. Here's the one, me taking a picture of Freddie and he's taking a picture of me. I would love to have that picture. I don't know who's got the Polaroid.
And was he a good photographer as well?
He was. He loved his Polaroid. He used to take masses of Polaroids of all his friends' portraits and then give them all away. It's just one of Freddie's things. Very generous nature, Freddie. But he loved his photography, yeah.
When is this on tour?
This is someplace in the Midwest, and it was always snowing in those days. We always did winter tours for some reason. And this is us freezing cold, but obviously too vain to put full coats on.
It's all about the look, isn't it, back then, Brian?
Have we got the picture of you with all the policemen in South America?
Oh, yeah.
This is a bit of favourite.
That's a nice moment, yeah. This is where we had General Viola's personal guard, and they would tear down the motorway with us after the gig, stopping all the traffic. So we're going down the wrong side of the road, and they loved it. They're all on their bikes doing wheelies. And we became very friendly with these guys.
Joe Lycett's got his new Halloween costume.
Oh, my God.
He's now looking at it in 3D.
It's so fantastic, this. It's
I
really...
love this man.
And at the end of the book, it focuses on the film that's just come out. Well, not just come out, but Bohemian Rhapsody, which people have been raving about. I mean, it is a brilliant film. I watched it last night. Ori watched it today. And
I could cry. But I was obsessed with that Live Aid.
the scene.
Wembley for so many years of my life. I've never actually see it reconstructed in that way.
Incredible job doing that. Yeah,
How?
every
I just
nut and
didn't
bolt.
understand. There was like an angle where they went through the piano between his legs and then out. And like, how are they? How?
It's very clever. Well, it's a trade secret. If I knew I could tell you, I'd have to kill you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to keep reading this book, so don't kill me now.
No, but
This
people
is
must
my
have
guy.
commented on how brilliant they replicated it, you know.
The boys, the four of them, are unbelievable. They lived us. They didn't really act it. They became us and believed it. You know, and we believed it in the end. I mean, Rami's sensational. He's got every award under the sun now.
Yeah,
He's
very
ma-
well-deserved Oscar,
he's
wasn't it?
As exec producer, so you deserve your Oscar and your round of applause.
Brian's book, Queen in 3D, is available now.
OK, Ben, time's up.
Is that...
Stop now. Stop
You're gonna go and have a
violin. Brian, you come with me over.
yeah.
Let's investigate this artwork.
Come on, Brian.
Of course, Brian's already got a great collection of portraits using vinyl. We've seen him doing Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse. We've got Keith Richards as well from the Rolling Stones, and we saw Freddie Mercury as well earlier.
Wow.
So now, Ben, please reveal this new work. Here we go.
Amazing. Amazing.
What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. Brian, please, your thoughts on your newest portrait.
Incredible. God, you're very clever, aren't you?
Thank you very much.
No, that's not even enough. No, you're
It's an
brilliant.
honour to meet you, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. You did that in 2 hours?
Yes. It normally takes 2 to 3 days, but I've been set a challenge and I like challenges, so I thought I've got to make it work, and hopefully
Then you can reel off 10 times more pictures now at the rate you're going. So I think this is the start of something special. But tell us why, because you were an artist before you started using vinyl.
Yes.
So why vinyl? Why did that kick off?
It started about 6 years ago. My grandfather was throwing out a box of old 78s and Bakelite records that he wanted to send to charity shops and to into a tip or a skip, and I decided to, as an artist, I'd like to try and come up with a concept of creating icons made from the music itself, bypassing like regular mediums like paints, pencils, charcoals. 6 years later, after like fine-tuning my craft, I'm here, and I'm well proud to be here. And and immortalising legends
well,
like
this
yourself.
is the thing. You're going to have to get this signed. If you can do it without everything sliding off.
Yeah, that would be great.
Get the sign at the back. You're an absolute genius. What you do is
Thank you very much.
absolutely incredible. So,
Thank you.
Ben, thank you very much. Doing that
Cheers.
in no time at all. And it's at this point, Brian, don't go anywhere. Stay there. We've got to say goodbye to this absolute gem of a man. So thank you very much for coming with us.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with the single and the books as well. Brian May, everybody.
Oh, we love Brian May. Still more to come tonight.